Hello, dear students. A warm welcome in online lecture series arranged by Gokhale Education Society's BYK College of Commerce, Nasik. I am Mrs. Rajeshri Naik, going to start with the first online lecture on chapter number 2, Utility Analysis. In this lecture, we are going to discuss introduction part of the chapter, features of utility, types of utility, and expected questions on the above content. You have been already introduced to the concept of utility in class 11. In class 11, you have already studied the concept of utility as one of the characteristics of concept wealth. What is utility? One satisfying power of the commodity is called as utility. One satisfying power of the commodity is called as utility. In other words, a commodity must have the capacity to satisfy human wants. For example, furniture, TV, washing machine, refrigerator, etc. In practice, every individual tries to satisfy his wants with available resources. It is true that all human wants cannot be satisfied fully at a specific time. It is true that all human wants cannot be satisfied fully at a specific time. Utility analysis explains a consumer's behavior in relation. According to Professor Stanley Jones, utility is the capacity of a commodity to satisfy human want. This unit gives a detailed explanation of consumers' behavior. Let us start with the features of utility. The first feature, relative concept. Utility is a relative concept. Utility is related to time and place. It varies from time to time and place to place. The same commodity may have different utility at different times and at different places. For example, umbrellas have more utility during rainy season as compared to summer season. Woolen clothes have greater utility in cooler places like Kashmir than in warmer places like Mumbai. See the picture. The first pic shows you that sand has greater utility at the construction site than at the seashore. The second pic shows you that the utility of oxygen cylinder is increased at a great extent in COVID-19 pandemic situation. The next feature is subjective concept. It is a psychological concept. Utility is a psychological concept. Utility differs from person to person. It differs from person to person. Means what? The utility of a good cannot be the same for all individuals. Utility differs due to differences in taste, preferences, likes, and dislikes. Any individual will find utility in a particular commodity or service only if he feels need for that commodity. Or we can say, utility from a commodity or services depends on the mental attitude of a person. For example, meat has utility to non-vegetarians, but not to pure vegetarians. Books have no utility for an illiterate man. Stethoscope has utility to a doctor, but not to a layman. Tea gives utility to only that person who prefers tea and not to the person who likes to drink coffee. So what is the conclusion here? It means that what gives utility to one person may not give utility to another person. What is the conclusion? What gives utility to one person may not give utility to another person. Next feature is ethically neutral concept. Ethically neutral concept. The concept of utility has no ethical consideration. It is a morally colorless concept. The concepts of utility lacks moral or ethical consideration. It is a morally, just I said, colorless concept. A commodity has utility as long as it satisfies a want. The want may be good or bad, ethical or unethical, desirable or undesirable. For example, a knife has utility to cut the fruits and vegetables, as well as it can be used to harm someone. Pirated films do have utility, but it is unethical to use pirated products. In the example of knife, both wants are of different nature, but are satisfied by the same commodity. Thus, we can say that moral considerations have no place in the concept of utility. The next feature of utility, utility differs from usefulness. Utility is the capacity of a commodity to satisfy human wants, whereas usefulness indicates value in use of the commodity. Utility indicates the power of a goods to satisfy human wants, irrespective whether the good is useful or harmful. Certain products have utility, but they are not useful. A product has utility when it satisfies a want. However, it may not be useful or it may be harmful to a person. For example, narcotics or drugs like cocaine may have utility to some people who use them to get rid of tension and stress. But in general, such products are harmful as they affect the health and wealth of a person. Liquor has utility only to the addict, but has no usefulness. But milk has both utility and usefulness to a consumer. Next feature, utility differs from pleasure. A commodity may possess utility, but it may not give any pleasure to the consumer. A commodity may have utility, but its consumption may not give any pleasure to the user. For example, bitter medicines or operations may not give any pleasure to the patients, but they have utility to them. Now, what is the pleasure? Pleasure is experienced by a person after consuming a particular commodity or a service. Pleasure is experienced by a person after consuming a particular commodity or a service. It is a state of mind. For example, a person gets pleasure after listening to good music. On the contrary, an injection for treatment will not give him any pleasure, although injection has utility for him. Next feature is utility differs from satisfaction. Utility is a cause of consumption and satisfaction is the end result of consumption. They are interrelated, but still different concepts. Utility is the capacity commodity possesses, and satisfaction is the result of consumption. In other words, we can say utility is what the commodity possesses, whereas satisfaction is what the commodity gives. After consuming particular commodity or enjoying services, particular need of a consumer is fulfilled. Therefore, he feels satisfied. Hence, satisfaction is a state of mind which a person receives only after fulfilling need. Therefore, utility and satisfaction are not the same, though they are interrelated. Utility is assumed satisfaction. What I said, utility is assumed satisfaction, but satisfaction is something that is actually realized by a person through consumption. The next feature is measurement of utility is hypothetical. Utility is an abstract concept. Cardinal or numerical measurement of utility is not possible. Psychologically, every individual has his own likes and dislikes. It means utility for any commodity will emerge in the mind of a consumer as per the intensity of need in the mind of a consumer. He will get fulfillment of his need after he will consume the commodity or enjoy the services of that commodity. It means utility does not have a physical existence. Utility is an abstract concept. For example, a thirsty person after drinking water may derive higher or lower level of utility. Thus, utility can only be experienced and found either positive, zero, or negative. Negative utility is called as disutility. Next feature of utility is multi-purpose. A commodity can satisfy the want of more than one person. It can also be put to several uses. A commodity can satisfy the want of more than one person. It can also be put to several uses. The same commodity can possess the capacity to satisfy different wants. If one individual purchases commodity to satisfy his particular want, it does not mean that all the individuals who purchase this commodity will do so to satisfy the same want. Coal is a very convenient example, often quoted to reveal the multi-purpose utility of a commodity. For example, Mr. X may require coal for industrial purpose. Mr. A may require for cooking purpose. Mrs. A may require for ironing purpose. And the railway company may require it for the purpose of railway engine. The next feature is utility depends on the intensity of want. Utility depends on the intensity of a want. More intense the want, greater will be the utility. And when the urgency of want declines, utility diminishes. Utility for a commodity is dependent on the intensity of need for that commodity. A need which is not fulfilled for a long time, which is very intense to satisfy such a need. And when we get that particular commodity, utility derived from that commodity will be very high. For example, when a man is very thirsty, then he gets immense utility from a glass of water. On the contrary, when a want is satisfied in the process of consumption, it tends to experience a lesser utility of the commodity than before. A thirsty man's thirst is almost quenched after the consumption of first glass of water. If he drinks second glass of water, his intensity of thirst is relatively less. Hence, he will get less utility from the consumption of second glass of water. Another example is a hungry person. He finds more utility in food than a person who is not hungry. Next feature, utility is the basis of demand. A person will demand a commodity only if it gives utility to him. Means utility forms the basis of demand. A person would demand a commodity if it gives him utility. However, if it does not give any utility, then a person may not demand it. For example, a student may purchase a book to pass the exams. However, a vagabond will not purchase a book because it does not have any utility to him. Another example, a sick person has utility in medicines, hence he demands medicines. So students, these are the features of utility. Now, we are going to study about types of utility. So, the first type is form utility. When utility is created due to a change in the shape or structure of an existing material, it is called form utility. Form utility is created by changing form or shape of material. For example, carpenter works on a log of wood and creates chair, table, cabinet, etc. In this process, he has transformed a log of wood into different shapes, say furniture. Utility is created in the log of wood by making it useful to satisfy human need. Basically, form utility is created by the manufacturing of goods. See the picture. This picture is another example of form utility. Shirt is made of cloth, thread, and buttons. So, the shirt provides form utility. Another example, raw steel. That the raw steel can be used to make steel products, and the steel products provide form utility. Second type is place utility. When utility of a commodity increases due to a change in its place, it is called as place utility. Place utility is created by transporting goods from less wanted to more wanted places. Transporting goods from less wanted to more wanted places. For example, woolen clothes have more utility at cold places than at warm places. Transporters, retailer created place utility by making goods available to the consumers. Goods produced in Mumbai can be transported to Goa for consumption. See the picture. We all know that Nasik is famous for production of grapes. The picture shows you grapes are ready for export. It is called as place utility. The next type is service utility. Service utility arises when personal services are rendered by various professionals. In other words, we can say that service utility is created by providing services to the people. For example, teachers can provide service utility to students. Doctors can provide service utility to patients. Lawyers can provide service utility to clients. Now, the next type is knowledge utility. When a consumer acquires knowledge about a particular product, it is called knowledge utility. When a consumer acquires knowledge about a particular product, it is called knowledge utility. In modern times, with technological development, knowledge utility has become important. Knowledge about the commodity or service makes it possible to put them in use. For example, if a person has a knowledge about the use of internet, he can use this facility for various purposes. Computers are used for many purposes with increasing knowledge about information technology. Utility of mobile phone or a computer increases when a person knows about its various functions. Means knowledge utility is created by filling the knowledge gap. The next type is possession utility. Possession utility arises when the ownership of goods is transferred from one person to another. Possession utility is created when the legal ownership is transferred from one person to another, generally seller to buyer. A seller provides possession utility to the buyer when the seller sells the goods to the buyer. Okay, for example, the pizzas in Pizza Hut, the shop have utility. This utility increases when one places an order, pays the price, and takes the possession of pizza. See the pic. Transfer of goods from the seller to the buyer. Next type is time utility. When the utility of a commodity increases with a change in its time of utilization, it is called time utility. Holding, storing, preserving certain goods over a period of time may lead to the creation of time utility for such goods. Holding, storing, preserving certain goods over a long period of time may lead to the creation of time utility for such goods, because utility increases when the commodity is available at a required time. Certain products can be warehoused from the time of production to the time of consumption. Certain products can be warehoused from the time of production to the time of consumption. For example, food grains are stored during the period of bumper crop and release their stock for sale at the time of scarcity. Time utility is also observed when the goods are stored and used at the time of scarcity. For example, blood bank. Thus, warehousing services can create time utility. So this is all about types of utility. Now, see the expected questions on the above content. What is utility? You have to explain here the definition of utility. Explain the features of utility. While writing the features, first write the definition of utility and then write down the features. Third question, explain the types of utility. Again, the same principle is applicable here. While writing the types of utility, first write down the meaning or definition of utility and then write the types of utility. Okay, so students, in today's lecture, we have covered introduction part of the topic, features and types of utility and expected questions. In the next online lecture video, we will go with next part of the chapter, that is concepts of utility, relationship between total utility and marginal utility, and law of DMU, diminishing marginal utility with assumptions. Till then, have a great time. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.